Right now you are sitting still. But gravity is working on you every single second. It is pulling you into your chair, keeping the air in your lungs, and holding the moon in the sky. Today we are going to find out what gravity actually is, where it comes from, and why no matter how hard you try, you can never escape it. What is gravity? Gravity is an invisible pulling force. Every single object that has mass pulls every other object toward it. The bigger the object, the stronger the pull. The Earth is so massive that it pulls everything on its surface, your body, your water bottle, a falling leaf, downward toward its center. That pull is what we feel as weight. You are not heavy because of some magical force. You are heavy because the Earth is enormous and it is pulling you toward it right now. Newton and the apple. In 1687, a scientist called Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree when an apple fell and hit the ground. Most people would have just picked it up and eaten it. But Newton asked a question nobody had properly asked before: why does it fall down? Why not sideways? Why not upward? This question led him to discover that every object in the universe pulls every other object toward it. He called this the law of universal gravitation. The bigger the mass and the closer two objects are, the stronger the pull between them. How strong is gravity? On Earth, gravity pulls everything downward at 9.8 meters per second squared. What does that mean? It means every single second you fall, you go 9.8 meters per second faster. Drop a ball from a tall building and after just 3 seconds it is already traveling at over 100 kilometers per hour. And gravity never switches off. It reaches across the entire universe. There is not a single place anywhere, not on the moon, not in deep space, where gravity completely disappears. It only gets weaker the further away you go. Einstein's big idea. Newton told us gravity was a force. Then in 1915, Albert Einstein took it even further. He said massive objects like the Earth do not just pull things, they actually bend the fabric of space around them. Imagine a heavy ball sitting on a stretched rubber sheet. It creates a dip. Anything nearby rolls toward that dip. That is what the Earth does to space. Objects near it follow the curve of that bent space and fall inward. Einstein called this general relativity. And here is the most mind-blowing part: even light bends when it passes near a massive object. Gravity bends the path of light itself. Why can't we escape? So why can we never escape gravity? To break free from Earth's gravity completely, you need to travel at 11.2 kilometers per second. That is 40,320 kilometers per hour. We call this the escape velocity. Rockets use enormous amounts of fuel to reach this speed. But a human on their own? Completely impossible. The fastest a human has ever run is 44 kilometers per hour. You would need to be 1,000 times faster just to escape. Jump as high as you can right now. Gravity does not even notice. Gravity in space. Here is something that confuses a lot of people. Why do astronauts float in space if gravity never disappears? The answer is, they are not floating. They are falling. The International Space Station and everyone inside it is in constant free fall around the Earth. But they are moving so far sideways that they keep missing the ground. Every time they fall toward Earth, they have moved far enough sideways that Earth has curved away beneath them. This is what we call orbit. Gravity is still pulling them, they are just falling around the planet instead of into it. The moon does exactly the same thing. Let us recap everything you just learned. Gravity is an invisible pulling force between all objects with mass. Isaac Newton discovered it in 1687. Einstein later showed it actually bends space itself. Earth pulls everything toward its center at 9.8 meters per second squared. To escape Earth's gravity you need to reach 11.2 kilometers per second, called escape velocity. And astronauts float because they are in free fall orbit. Gravity is still very much acting on them. Gravity is the force that holds the universe together. Now you know exactly how it works. Share this with a friend, and see you in the next lesson.